Hey, you cook good dinner. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah. Oh, what? 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 What?
You excited? Are you excited? She got the Susan I know.
New shoes, new pack, new man.
Except it's not a new pack.
I watched you trim your beard this morning too.
My mustache.
Mustache, sorry.
No beard trimming.
All right, so Jukebox and Luna visiting for a few minutes before they do their 20. Luna's been a little wild girl this morning. It's gonna be a beautiful day to hike, so I'm gonna get up myself here, get dressed, and try to put some miles in behind them. Would you say it was like 8 o'clock?
It's a little after 8:15
right.
maybe.
My phone stopped working. It says like June 30th, like noon, so I gotta fix that. Pain relievers or anti-inflammatories helped yesterday, but they bothered my stomach. I do have the cream that I use on my leg. Can't take the pills anyways because I don't have so I camp down there. Don't have any water, so I gotta find water first. Probably about 9 o'clock. So I went shirtless yesterday and it rained all day. And I'm having some chafing on my hips from my hip belt on both sides. And I didn't really notice it until like this morning, I guess. So I just put some moleskin on my hips, and so far it's gonna make all the difference in the world. Just navigate all this mud. Massachusetts. Be down there in a few minutes. North Adams, I think it is. Route 2. 3 miles. Wish they'd shoot these bugs. This is just a muddy mess. Muddy mess. Definitely spooked something over there. 1,600 miles in. Miles for smiles. We'll just keep racking up the miles. It doesn't matter. One step at a time. So I'm here in town. My phone says it's 4 something in June 30th, which I know it's not. I tried to do a factory reset. It says it needs to be connected to Wi-Fi, so I need to go someplace that has Wi-Fi. I can still see my far out, but I can't call anybody. I can't get on the internet. So I'm in between North Adams and Williamstown. So if I take a right, North Adams, that's what I'm going to do and try to get someplace close. I wanted to look for sneakers and some of the, was it Tough Skin or whatever it is that I use to put on my hips. So those are the 2 things I want or need, and to dry out and grab lunch and then back on the trail. That's the plan. It took me forever to get back here. I'm not too far from the trail, but this is the first sign of civilization. And I guess there's a bunch of stuff in here. I'm just gonna wear my pack around. Cafe, restrooms, mailroom. Had a roast beef sandwich at the NORAD Cafe. Talked to Jukebox. He was at Stop and Shop, and he's heading back to trail, and so am I. Hopefully I can get there without having too big of an issue getting back. I'd like to hitch a ride from somebody, maybe these guys. Alright. Came from up there. Can't see it, but going up there. Crystal clear water, beautiful. Here's what we're looking at: Sherman Brook Campsite 1.3, Pine Cobble Trail, Vermont, Massachusetts State Line 3.8, the Seth Warner Shelter 9.2. So looking to get that 3.8 in, and then we'll see. It's like a little dam. Just beautiful. After all that rain, it's nice to see. Taking a look to see if I can find any loop prints. So Jukebox and Luna should be ahead of me, I think. It doesn't look like I can see any loop prints, so maybe not. Been eyeballing. The trail actually goes up there, but I've been eyeballing a way to get down here. There's been many good looking swimming holes, but just difficult to get down to. So I'm gonna take a look because I don't have any place to be, nobody impressed, no time frame. I think I'm gonna sit right in the water here. Probably right in the sun. I'm sitting right in here. Get a little massage, hydro massage. The inside of my sock. Pretty gross. I'll let the good times roll. I was hoping to catch up with Jukebox and see him at the border, but I think he's probably getting tired of waiting around for me. And I'm swimming and goofing off, not hiking. Let's see if I can catch up. Limp up, catch up to him. I really had recapped earlier this morning, but Jukebox, we caught him hiking by, so I called him, and Luna was the first one over, and she seemed very happy to see me. But then we sat down and chatted for quite a while, and just talked about kind of where I was at the other day. It was in a real kind of bad place because of the injury, which hasn't gone away, mind you. Like, I'm medicating that and like doing some therapy and stuff, like whatever. But talked about that potentially being the end of my hike and how emotional it was. Ending there potentially in a hotel room in the middle of Massachusetts, some dump, you know, not being able to hike miles and everybody else kind of just like continuing on, I guess, with not necessarily without me, but just with their hike. And you know, that's going to go on at some point. We're going to all be done. We're going to be walking away at whatever point, for whatever reason, whether it gets hot in there before that, or you know, for a time frame, or and it's going to be all over. Like, it's really wild to think about the finality, and like where that goes after that. And I can definitely see some post-trail depression for a number of reasons. You know, this is something I think, you know, regardless of how much you complain about it or whatever, we find happiness out here, we find solace out here, we find peace. And you know, it's something, even when I was in town the other day, like just got choked up, almost like anxiety, couldn't breathe, because I felt like I needed to be outside where I could breathe instead of enclosed by a bunch of walls. And I can see that being something hard to manage or deal with, you know, going back to real life, real work, real whatever it is, jobs, employment, and buses and transportation and all that nonsense. So, you know, I'm happy that I'm still here. Been out for quite a while. I think we're getting up there. Surrounded by wild blueberries. I've been trying to snack on the ripe ones. Made it to the Vermont border. So I'm here, it's July 5th, and it is 4:20 in the afternoon. So that's what I signed in the book. I'm right behind Jukebox and Luna. They are going to be probably staying another 7 to 8 miles ahead of me tonight. I'm just going to go up to the next campsite and probably camp out, dry out my feet, and hope that there's dry trails ahead of me coming up. So looking forward to that. But got 3 states left. Can't wait to get them down. I've been looking at this mess lately and thinking, how does one hike, Jukebox, how does one hike with a dog in this mess? Like, what do you do at night when she's covered in filth? You just like sleep next to her and like cuddle up after all this mess? Ew. One false step and then your foot's covered in mud. This is gross. Like, not much you can do trying to get through there. Like, I don't know. About 0.7 from the shelter I'm gonna stay at. It actually was switched. The other one's closed, and I'm going a lot further than I thought I was going to. So 0.8 left. It's like 7 o'clock or 7:30, and hopefully get there before 8 and get set up before dark. Anyways, my feet have been, you know, it's been a nice day, but my feet have been wet all day, trampling through mud and all sorts of stuff from the last couple of days of rain. It's really taking a toll. Tomorrow they're probably not going to be much drier because the trail's not going to be much drier, and then we're supposed to get rain the following days. So it makes for interesting logistics. About half a mile left, and then I can get out of these soaking wet, muddy, damp shoes and get into some dry socks. What up, man?
What up, man?
What's up, Luna?
Say hi, God. You gonna get everything muddy again?
Oh yeah. I was making a video asking about how you deal with Luna. There's so much mud around.